There was a documentary done where they put an ad in the paper for people that wanted to sell their soul to the devil. There's a documentary, a full documentary. And they got people that came and they literally signed, and they went through, they took them to these satanic rituals to sell their soul, and they were totally ready. And one of them just said, you know, I've been trying to break into, you want to be a rock star. And he said, I've been trying to, I'm 35, my time's almost ending, you know, I'm willing to sell my soul. So don't think people won't sell their soul. But Iblis, his afterlife plan is terrible. So our deen is a deen. There are wealthy Muslims, but I'll tell you, one of the things that I've noted in knowing a lot of wealthy Muslims, they have great tribulation. People of wealth have great tribulation. You know, this kind of Marxist view that, oh, their lives are all cushy. It's like rulers. People think rulers, it's all perks. They don't sleep. Gaddafi never slept in the same place twice. Every night he's worried about a coup. You know, they take pills to get up. They take pills to go to sleep. These are real headaches. I mean, I run a small college. This is a very small college. I run a small college. It's problems all the time. There's problems. The teacher has problems. Students have problems. Staff has problems. Budgets problems. It's problems. But subhanAllah, to run a whole country, wow. That's not something that you should wish for. And that's why the Prophet said, "La نعطيه من طلبه." We don't give governance to anybody who wants it. Why? Because it means he doesn't understand what it is. That's why. وَلَا نُعْطِيهِ مَنْ حَرَصَ عَلَيْهِ. And we don't give it to one who covets it once he gets it. This is the hikmah of the Prophet. Now, just a few things about our Prophet. First of all, there is no Prophet that did what our Prophet did. None of them. They're all great. And the Prophet said, not for us not to, even though he's mufaddal, but he told us, don't go to the Jews, our Prophet's better than your Prophet. Moses was a great prophet, one of the greatest. The 5 major prophets. But none of them. Moses never led a state. People see the Prophet in Mecca and they say, Marmaduke Picklow says, the sentimentalist. You know, somebody who's sentimental, shallow feelings. He says, oh, he was like Jesus in Mecca. But then in Medina, he changes. His personality changed. He didn't change. Nothing changed about him. He's the same Prophet. He's the same caring, gentle human being. But now he's the head of a state. It's a different set of circumstances.